They said the sugar palm would outlast empires. Arenga pinnata. A tree that drank the chaos of volcanoes and monsoons. Too vast, too wild, too free in its yielding. What cannot be patented, cannot be contained, fades from the ledgers of progress. Ancient food files, we gather what time buries. Knowledge that roots deeper than steel. If it moves you, preserve it with us. Subscribe, let these stories endure. Before you continue watching, please check the link I provided in this video's description. That way, you can verify it yourself. Now, open the archive. The island of Sumatra breathes still with its shadow. In the tongue of the Batak, they call it Rao, Aran. Not myth, knowledge etched in the pulse of the earth. From the highlands where Lake Toba cradles ancient fire, it rose. A palm that clutches the ridgelines, stems thick as a man's thigh, armored in black fibers like forgotten chainmail. Crown of fronds 30 feet wide, fanning against typhoon skies. Trunks layered, century upon century, swelling to 60 feet before the heart blooms once, then falls. Sap rises sweet, unbidden, fruits cluster black and gold, seeds that scatter without mercy. The Minangkabau knew, oral threads from before the sultans. It fed clans through the lean seasons, palm wine for the living, toddy for the ancestors. No plow demanded, no seed sown, it claimed the slopes no rice could hold. Picture it, rain hammers the volcanic soil, roots grip basalt like ancestors' grudges. The tree endures, self-cloaked in dead leaves that rot into armor against fire and flood. Biologically, it defies fracture. Arenga pinnata engineers permanence. A fibrovascular bundle system, stems woven denser than hemp, cellulose chains coiled for torque. Lignin walls that laugh at decay, sugars in the cambium layer, tapped endlessly without killing the source. Ecologically, it renews alone. Nitrogen-fixing mycorrhizae bind the poor soils of Java's flanks, Bengkulu's coasts. Permanence in chaos, when drought cracks the earth, it stores water in swollen petioles. When ash falls from Krakatoa, it resprouts from meristems untouched. Ideal for survival, no harvest starves it, no season breaks its rhythm. It gave without debt, empires borrowed, then broke. In 1815, Mount Tambora erupted. The year without summer followed. Famines clawed Indonesia's coasts. Dutch records from Bencoolen, now Bengkulu, note it. Villagers tapped Aran sap when rice fields drowned in ashfall. Palm sugar sustained the 1821 Padre War, fueling Rejang warriors against colonial forts. Batak Highlanders, 1840s, through opium haze and tobacco trades, boiled its toddy into gula merah. Saved lives when trade winds failed, ships rotted in Batavia harbor. Specific, restrained. In 1883, Krakatoa vanished. Tsunamis stripped the Lampung shores. Arenga pinnata groves, trunks scarred but standing, yielded fruits through the starvation. Oral accounts from Sundanese elders, gathered by ethnographers in 1902, Rao Bentang, the sky tree, when the sea ate the lowlands. Facts bear it, it carried them through collapse. Then, the systems turned. Industrialization demanded uniformity. Aran refused. Unmanageable height, unownable spread, seeds winged by wind, claiming hills without lease. Palm oil plantations marched in, 1920s onward. Dutch agronomists favored Elias guineensis, squat, clustered, seeds controlled by patents. Aran's single stem, blooming once in 30 years, mocked the assembly line. Storage failed it. Sap ferments wild, sugars crystallize uneven. Profit fled the inconvenience. Post-1945, independence waves. Sukarno's era prioritized export crops. Fertilizer revolutions. 1960s Green Revolution, bred rice that needed flat fields. Aran clung to the ragged edges, too independent for tractors. By 1980s, transmigration programs cleared slopes for coffee, rubber. What yielded everything became remnant, legal now as unproductive vegetation, erased not by malice, by the grind of ownership. Modernize, rediscover. Studies from Bogor Agricultural Institute, 2012 onward. Cellulosic ethanol from stems, yields 4,000 liters per hectare, double sugarcane. Lignin content 22%, perfect for second-generation biofuels. IPB researchers, 2018 paper in renewable energy, fermentation efficiency 92% from Aran sap, no pretreatment needed. Soil science confirms, its litter rebuilds topsoil, sequesters carbon at 15 tons per hectare yearly. Ancient wisdom lands quiet, Batak tappers knew the sugars bind to ethanol. IPCC reports, 2022, Nod to it, resilient feedstock for tropical bioenergy. No hype, confirmation in the data. Yet trauma lingers. In Bangkula lowlands, elders shun the taste. Gula Aran recalls Japanese occupation, 1942–45. Forced labor tapping palms while rice vanished. Post-war poverty, when urban elites prized white sugar from Java mills. Generational recoil, children of the 1970s learned factory foods. Palm wine, once sacrament, became slum vice. Forgetting wove social, not accident, rejection as ascent. Now, the fragile hour. Climate shifts batter. IPCC maps Sumatra's rainforests thinning, soils eroding under palm oil. Food insecurity rises, 2023 Bangkula droughts halved rice. Health crises from empty calories. Modern grids flicker, fossil wells run dry. Aran Panada waits. Its stems, ancient design, burn cleaner than coal-derived fuels. Biofuel from its mass, net zero emissions, per 2024 UNIDO study. Self-renewing on slopes where monocrops fail. Prepared, while systems strain. The knowledge never vanished. It rooted in the earth, patient. Soil turns slow, time claims the impatient. Aran persists without decree. Fronds stir above the vaults we built. Preserve this, subscribe, let it root here.